kind of sad how I keep making videos about my favorite rappers lying and delaying their releases. I've spoken enough on Cardi and Opium. I've even made a whole video on Ken Carson, but today I present to you the CEO of capping himself. Now, I've been a Summrs enjoyer, okay, since around early January of this year, so not really all that long, right? But even so, I've heard pretty much everything in this man's discography, and I gotta say, he has one of, if not the best discography in the underground. Like, he's released so many amazing projects throughout the years, and when looking through his shit, you may think he's quite consistent. In hindsight, you could probably say that about every underground rapper. To the untrained eye, you may believe that them dropping once a year is extremely consistent, since they're probably fans of Cardi or some other artist that drops once a decade. But really, the amount of shit we gotta endure to even get to that yearly drop is crazy. Especially Summrs. Jesus Christ, if you're a Summrs fan, you know what I mean. And if you're not, congratulations. Sometimes I feel like I pissed off God one day, and he just decided to punish me by making Reno's music grow on me. Because at first listen, I thought his shit was straight ass. But one day, I was like, hey, you know what? This shit isn't even that bad. And that was probably the last day I felt happiness and hope in my life. The amount of lies we've heard from this dude is honestly uncountable at this point. He's lied about so many sequels to his projects like Devotion 2, Intoxicated 2, What We Have 2, and Evolve 2. And there's probably more too. I mean, What We Have 2 and Evolve 2 technically exist, but not really. I mean, E2 is side A on Fallen Raven, and What We Have 2 is side B. I guess there's some Intoxicated vibes on that album too. Yeah, believe it or not, this guy's delayed E2 and What We Have 2 so much since like October of last year, to the point where he just said fuck it and put both into one. And before he even dropped Fallen Raven, he was pretty much saying how it was gonna drop Friday for like 2 months until he finally released it at the end of June, and he was putting it on himself that he was gonna drop every time, and I'm pretty sure even on his late grandmother Brenda. Now, Fallen Raven ended up doing extremely well. Shit peaked at like number 7 on the Apple Music charts, which is crazy good for an independent rapper of Summrs' status. Fallen Raven even did better than Pink Hearts, and so Fago was signed to Cactus Jack, and he's been featured in commercials, and he even performed on Jimmy Kimmel Live. Like, he's really mainstream at this point. And his album has been in the works for 2 years, and Summrs still did better. That's crazy to me. Now, if you don't keep up with Summrs, you're probably wondering right now. Since his album was so successful, he's probably stopped lying and is now dropping more consistently, right? Well, I guess he drops throwaways on SoundCloud, often giving these songs to archive pages. But other than that, he mostly just plays snippets on his Instagram. So it's not like he went completely Hollywood and just tries to be mysterious. He's pretty active in interacting with fans and previewing new stuff, so I'm grateful for that. But all that doesn't really matter when he's still gonna keep delaying his music. Like, he's really stuck in his ways. Speaking of which, Stuck in My Ways is his next album, which was first announced in August on an Instagram post. Now, he showed off a few different cover arts. First, this Illuminati one, which was fucking mid if I'm being real. Then he went with this one, which is just edgy as shit. I mean, he got the blood dripping from his eyes. I don't know what he was thinking. But now he's going with the white variant, which is better in my opinion since it's kind of like a winter vibe, but still, like, I don't know. Compared to the album cover run he had last year, this is pretty disappointing, I'm not gonna lie. But you know what? Fuck the cover. When is it coming out? Well, that's the issue. I mean, first of all, the snippets sound incredible. But in terms of release dates, he posted about how it's gonna drop soon, and you already know, the people in the replies did not believe him. I mean, we got PTSD after all his lies. But he said before that it was gonna drop sometime in November, and you know, the usual Summrs promises. Then he posted how it's been delayed to December. I've been stopped playing about that type stuff. Alright, bud. And that it's coming no later than Christmas, and that he's also dropping a single before that. Now listen, right? I appreciate the fact that he's keeping it real with us and trying to make sure that the album isn't half-assed, but he gotta stop giving us hope with these dates, man. At this point, whenever he gives a certain range of time when he will drop, add like 3 months to that, and that will be the date at minimum. Despite the fact that it's probably not dropping this month, I'm still looking forward to it. because he's been dropping straight bangers. And since now he's signed to 10K projects, which I mean, I guess you could tell, since all he does now is show off his big house and his iced out watches and bracelets and shit on his story, now that's 90% of what he posts. Well, I can't complain. At least he's not posting whatever Isaiah TG is. Like, for the love of God, do not, and I repeat, do not check Isaiah's stories, bro. That shit will dead ass traumatize you. Anyway, since he's signed, apparently he's gonna get features from Yeet, Lucky, and even Youngboy.
Shit, I might have Yeet. Try to get on that bitch.
Hey, what about that Lucky feat?
Oh yeah, I could give him if I want to, but I wasn't thinking about it. Yeah, I'm trying to get Young.
That would go crazy.
My label gonna make that shit happen.
So at the end of the day, he's trying to make shit that'll last, which I respect. And you know, at least he updates us on his situations, so maybe I am overreacting, but still, the capping just has to stop, man. While recording this video, I was looking through Reno's Instagram posts, and I just realized that he edited his birthday post by sneaking in the fact that the tape's dropping in January. This fucking guy. So, thanks for watching. Oh yeah, and follow the IG.
When I stop make her, she mention me. Too predictable, ain't worth the text. He ain't even eating how you shit on me. 700 horses and I bet on each.